Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I'm gonna do a little garden update. It's June 13th. Should have done this yesterday, but had a doctor's appointment yesterday at 10 o'clock in the morning, and didn't get it done yesterday, and just kind of real tired. Done a lot of walking. They want to replace my knee, something I'm just not at all looking forward to. Anyways, we'll just see how all that turns out. Kind of makes me a little nauseated when I get thinking about it. But anyways, let's don't think about it. Let's think about the garden. Well, we've had 18 days without rain. And I brought an old sprinkler out here, and I'll turn around, you might can see it over in the garden. And I drug it through the garden. It sprinkles a pretty wide range. Of course, the only hope that's going to do is just keep it alive till it does rain. Sunday, let's see, it's Tuesday, wasn't last night, so it's been Sunday night. We had just a 30-45 minute just heavy downpour. I mean, it was something. It blowed corn over. It's coming back around. No, I'll be all right. I doubt I've lost any. Anyways, we're gonna ride around the field and take a look at it. I'll just stop at different points. The beans are kind of flaring out. They're not producing anything yet. Okra, well, not okra, but squash. We'll get over the other side of the garden. We'll talk about it some more. Thought I'd stop over here on this side, and this is where I went through the field with the cultivators, and I took about I don't know, 8 or 10 stalks of corn out. And I was sitting here looking at it, and I just thought, well, that's interesting. Where I went through and cultivated, it's probably a foot higher on these 3 rows than all the rest of them. I'm sure it's probably because I throwed a little more fertilizer over against it. I mean, I didn't fertilize it when I cultivated the last time, but I served fertilizer in the soil, and we just kind of rejuvenated it. But I thought it was just noticing how richer these 3 rows looked. You know, I just came down this 1 row, so it cultivated on this side and this side. And but it's still coming along just fine. Getting a few weeds in there. I hope the weeds don't take over. Thought about getting me a little old David Bradley and running through it. I don't know. I just thought that'd be an interesting little toy to have. All right, let's go on over here to this other. I'm getting 8 or 10 pods of squash off this every day. We've picked maybe 6 or 8 cucumbers. I see another one over there right now I've missed this morning. So the cucumbers are coming on along. It'll take a lot of cucumbers to produce more cucumbers than you need. I'm not going to drive through the blueberry patch, I don't think. I'm just going to go over that and trying to keep this video short. And got a couple things I need to get done before dark. One of them is pick the blueberries. But anyways, so cucumbers is doing good. I'm getting a few pods out of this garden that I mean, absolutely neglected. I mean, if you look back on some of the videos, I was just gonna let it go. It just was too ratty looking. Had too many sticks and limbs in it, and where these two trees were. And but I just moved some of the plants up here on this side, just transplanted them up here, and they've taken off. Thought it was kind of funny the way I'd do it too. I'd dig a hole and I put a little fertilizer in the bottom of it, and then I'd go down there and get a plant and move it up here, and those are the ones that really took off. Let's go right there. See my corn kind of tossing out a little bit. Start pollinating. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm gonna crawl down off this tractor. Had no cultivator bar I wasn't using. I put it on there. Between these 3 steps, I can get on this tractor. It's not easy though. Goodness gracious, look at all this squash I gotta pick this afternoon. Oh man. I'm telling you what, these things grew up. I guess got hit twice with fertilizer. But yeah, we got plenty. Yeah, I mean, I got a whole counter up there at the house covered up with it. So I'll get down here in a little while and get it picked. Freezers are about full of squash, so at some point, I guess I'm gonna be picking it just to give away. I'm gonna take a little walk down my okra patch, see if I can see any. There's some pods are forming, or maybe they're gonna flower out. Yeah, I wouldn't surprise me if I don't see a pod or two that needs picked, needs broke. I'd much rather have me some long sleeves on for picking any okra though. Hey, that's one thing, this last little shower done, it brought it on up another 6, 8, 10 inches anyways. That's good. Man, I don't know how I've managed to let that weed live as long as I have, or whatever it even is. I guess I must have thought it was a okra. I really want to see some beans on these things. I guess it's a little early yet. Let's see how all this irons out. All right, I'm liking it. So we're gonna go from squash to, I guess, okra. And okra will just last all season. It'll last till fall if I want it to. Squash, you can already see it. Some of it's done it, finished its life cycle. But some of it is just covered up with squash still. So I don't know. I guess friends and family, I'm gonna be giving more of it away now because I hate for it not to go to good use tomatoes. We'll head on over to the tomato patch and take a look at that. All right, folks, we back in the shop. Let me crawl down off this tractor again. We'll go look at our tomatoes. There we go. Well, we have probably put 2 or 3 gallon bags of bell peppers in our freezer. We'll need a couple, 3 of them a week. We'll put quite a few of them in, and we're gonna let them get a little bit bigger before we pick them. So we've put a couple of gallons of these things in there. I guess that would probably be 15, 20 pods, maybe something like that. We'll use them, we'll hang on to them. And I put some of these in there. I don't know if I would intentionally plant these things next year. They don't taste bad. Well, this morning, between a few tomatoes and some squash, and what else did I eat? That was most of my breakfast. We grab these things and eat them. These are still a little bit on the green side, but hey, they're pretty good, I can tell you. I like them. My goodness, that thing's good. Wish y'all could taste that. You know, odd thing is, I don't really even like tomatoes unless I'm eating them off one of these vines, and then I eat them like they're apples. If I order a hamburger or something like that and get a tomato on it, I'll take it off the sandwich, and I may eat it with a fork. I'll taste it. If I like it, I'll eat it. If it just tastes like nothing, I just, won't eat it. But boy, I like these things. I eat the whole thing. I'm gonna grab another one of these. Well, something maybe I done showed just last time, but I moved my watering tank over here. Moved it from my field, just brought it over here. And that thing nearly empty. We had that rain the other night, and just running off the corner of the building, it filled that tank slap full. Remember a bunch of cherry tomatoes. I can't wait till they come on along. I'm not gonna do one of them jalapenos like that. I'll be shutting this video down in a second. Go and find me a Gatorade or something. But anyway, oh yeah, I was gonna show you. If you got water standing around somewhere, like that stuff right there works good. I'll put about a half one of them in that big tank, and it'll kill the mosquito larvae. It's sure helped me with the mosquitoes around here. I keep them bottom in little tanks. I keep them in that one. Keep them in one of the other ones over there. And I use a lot. I mean, I use half in that big tank. I'll break one up in 5 or 6 pieces for these little containers under the pots. But yeah, it's all doing pretty good. I come in here the other day, and I went up to the lake Saturday and Sunday, and I watered it good Friday night before we left. Didn't get back to Sunday evening, and I tell you what, it was sad how these tomatoes looked. Of course, I watered them, and then we had that good rain, and it just brought them all back to life. All right, I appreciate y'all watching this channel, every one of you. And I'm gonna sit down and eat this other little old tomato right here. Hey, like and share the channel. Got any comments? Hey, I appreciate it. You know, I don't know if any of the guys on here's had too much experience, but I'm wanting to get a little something to go in the rows like right now when this tractor can't go through them. I could get me a little Troy-Bilt horse tiller. May do that, I don't know. I've had several of them. They're great tillers, can't complain about them. Thought about going old school and getting me something like an old David Brown or an old Gravely garden tractor. You know, walk behind thing. I don't know. Maybe y'all had experience with that. Just comment on it. I don't know. I'm looking at several of them. I like the David Brown look. I mean, it's just like, you know, on a motor and some big old wheels. You can put anything you want to behind it. Gravely looks looks heavier duty, but it also looks quite a bit more complex. Well, I kind of like the simpleness of it. Anyways, that's just an idea I was kicking around in my head. So thanks for watching. We'll upload this video and we'll catch you on the next one.